Hey Kevin, I just thought I'd make you a little video because I could probably say more than I can write quickly. Um, so I want to start out by saying that you should definitely download the essay prompt to your desktop, and I'm going to go over with you with it right now, but you want to refer to it again and again to make sure you're on the right track. Reading the prompt is a skill, an essay writing skill. It's really important to read it closely and stick to it and ask if you have questions. And in this case, I would this is a really long prompt. Usually my prompts aren't so long, but the first one is really long because I'm trying to give you tons of instruction in there and reminders and review and things. So for this one, I would definitely take a highlighter to it and I would highlight a couple places. I would say, the question when you read a prompt is, okay, what does my teacher want me to write? Like, what am I really supposed to be doing here? And so I would highlight, for instance, I would highlight these lines. I want you to choose two areas of your life to write about, your career, academic work, etc. You will then describe your vision of the future in vivid detail. Now that's what you haven't done yet. And we're gonna have a look at what you've written, but that's what you haven't done yet. And then I would read the whole thing really carefully, but down here, I would highlight this whole section. Your introduction should end with a thesis that presents a vision of your best future in two areas of life and also connects that vision back to your definition of happiness. And then specifically here, you've got a template that you can use for your thesis. So in 5 years, I plan to have established my YouTube channel so that it provides a steady income and also started a career as a, computer graphics tech in an established company or something like that. In order to achieve, you need the whole thing, but based on what I read in your paragraphs, it could sound something like that. Okay, so here we are back here. And before we do this, let's just look right here that, so this whole section here is instruction on how to write your introduction. And your introduction should begin with a hook. And the hook would, in this case, I'm asking you to imagine a specific moment in time when you had a memorable experience connected to the topic of your essay. And so you kind of do that here. You do include some personal experience. It should come first, and it's not first. Maybe that right there, but it's not specific. It's general. And so a specific story would be the story about how last week you came home after going to school and working. You're so tired and you're kind of grumpy. You really didn't want to work out, but you forced yourself out the door. And when you got to the gym, you just breathed deeply and felt so peaceful. And then you worked out and you were tired, but you came home, but you were relaxed and stress free. Like tell that specific story about last Wednesday when, the gym kind of turned your smile around kind of thing. That would be a better hook. This is general, but either way, it needs to go first. So it should come up here where my cursor is. That's where it should go. Everything else in this paragraph looks to me like part of your definition of happiness, which is what you're supposed to do for your background. So for your background, you're supposed to define happiness in a way that makes sense to you and also bring in some ideas, build your definition with some ideas from two sources. So the definition should really be one that rings true for you, which I think you've already done that. Now you just need to go to two of your sources and pull some ideas from them to build your definition, to develop it. So everything around that purple highlight looks to me like your definition of happiness. You still need the two sources, information from the two sources. And I don't see a thesis at all. And your thesis, remember, you can use this template right here. In a certain amount of years, I plan to have done X and Y in order to achieve happiness defined by, A and B. So I'm not seeing that here yet. And then what you've written here in your two body paragraphs, it's all really good, but it's not what the prompt asks for. So the prompt asks for you to describe your vision of the future in vivid detail. So let me show you an example, because I'm sure Deanna won't mind if I use her paragraph. I'm going to go down to her first body. That's her intro. Okay, so graduating college, her first paragraph is about graduating college. And so she's going to define in detail what it looks like and feels like once she has graduated from college. So detailed description. So it really starts, she does a little, kind of a big, oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, this isn't the right one because, shoot, this isn't the right one. She didn't do the right thing here. Okay, I'm going to pause and find it. Okay, here's her rewrite of her second paragraph, because she didn't do it right the first time. The first time she explained why she had the goal that she had, and that's not what the assignment asks you to do. It doesn't ask you to explain why you have your goals. It asks you to describe your best future once you have achieved your goals. So she says her second goal is to move to Nebraska. Moving to Nebraska feels like I am moving home. I relish the thought of being able to connect with like-minded, unhurried people who are genuine and like connecting with others. I can visualize myself riding my bike to the farmer's market, visiting the different stands, smiling and engaging with the vendors and with the other patrons while purchasing local fare. Do you get the idea? You can pause right here and read the whole thing, but she's describing what life is going to be like when she achieves her goal. That's what you're supposed to be doing in this essay, and you're not there yet. What you've written, you're writing well. You are writing well, and I see that, maybe one of your goals is to establish yourself as a YouTube blogger or vlogger, like one who actually makes a living wage. Maybe that's one of your goals. And then down here, this one's a little more vague because I don't see, you talk about a dream job, but you don't give an indication of what that could be. So down here, I'm not sure what the specific goal would be. Hey, there's one more thing I want to point out before I let you go. And don't forget to click on your originality, your similarity score to see your originality report. You've got one line of plagiarism, and it's right here. This might actually be from... You might actually use this, right, as your source, but you have to put it in quotation marks and cite it. I'm not sure where this is from. Is this from one of the articles I assigned? I'm not sure. But this might actually be one of your source references, but you have to put it in quotation marks and tell me where you got it. So let me know if there's anything else I can help you with, Kevin. Shoot, I forgot to say one thing. And then after you describe your best future in one area of life in your body paragraph, there is a second piece. There's the analysis. That's the evidence to back up your topic, sentence, and thesis. But then there's the analysis. And the analysis is where you, let's see, it's right, I think it's basically right here. It's where you explain to me how achieving that goal is going to make you happy according to your definition of happiness that you wrote in your introduction. So that's her analysis. This is her evidence, right? Her description of the future, and this right here is her topic sentence. Those are the three parts every body paragraph needs: topic sentence, evidence, analysis.